Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. You know, people always say, Erica, people don't want to start businesses. You know, people don't want to do this, they don't want to fill out this paperwork, they don't want to fill out these taxes. But the key in there is people don't want to fill out and deal with all this regulation. I just finished reading in the newspaper about how a county in North Carolina basically, and it's, you know, if you Google it, it's actually happening everywhere. There's a surge in these illegal nightclubs, these illegal establishments where people are just, it's like juke joints and party houses all over the place, right? And the police only find out about them if an incident happens, a fight happens, a breakout, someone gets robbed. So then they find out and they're like shutting it down. So what does that tell you? That tells you that people do want to start a business. They do want to have a little music place. They do want to have a bar. They do want to have little food restaurants. They want to have these things, but there's so much regulation and there's so much going forth in a liquor license. Let's say you have bad checks or a misdemeanor, you might not pass your liquor license. So now you have this place that can't even serve liquor. So I mean, it's insane for people to say, well, you know, it's because people don't want to. No, it's America. People want to. People literally crawl across the ground in Texas in the heat of the summer to get to America. And guess what would they do when they get here? They start businesses. Yeah, they look for work. Yeah, they look for jobs. But overall, they start businesses. That's the American dream. Now, is it fine that you just want to show up to work and get a paycheck? Fine. That is your American dream too. That's great. But guess what? Foreigners, they don't come here to do that. They come here, get enough money, and kick off on their own. So listen. As I read more and more newspaper articles about people and their super awesome little juke joints and their barnyard parties behind their house or whatever it is that I'm reading in this article, it just reminds me that people have that spirit. They've always have. You know, you ever drive by a house and they're having a fish fry on Friday and selling the fish plates, or they're selling, you know, a cookout, barbecue, you know, $20 a pop ticket kind of event thing? Those things happen all the time. But what you have to realize is, if people had to go through all the regulation and the paperwork, it's just not worth it for them. It's just an extra layer that they don't need. It's an extra step they don't need. And the money goes to waste most times, okay? So I love the ideal of people who want to start businesses on the side, legally, people who want to start things to sell to others. You know, service and creativity can run amok if people weren't so heavily taxed, heavily regulated, and heavily burdened. You know, who can stand the heavy regulations? Who can stand to open a store and have the city come in and out and say, well, this counter's too tall or too low for someone in a wheelchair, or this event needs to have a handicap bathroom, even though no handicapped person may ever come there, to a skating rink or something. These little things impede people. And as they impede people, this is why you see a lack of business ownership, honestly. Legal business ownership. Because, hey, apparently they're still open in the bars, they're still open in the juke joints, and they're still open in the nightclubs, just under the radar. So, you guys, this is Erica, Classy Climb blog. You guys have a great day.